Now, 8 on Your Side takes you behind the scenes of Chicago Med.
An intense start tonight for NBC's new hospital drama. This is the third show based in the City of Heroes. And this cast has been working overtime, doing all they can to convince you that what they're doing is real. Candace McCowan goes behind the scenes to show us how they pulled it off.
Keith, good evening. There's been many medical shows on TV, some successful and some not so successful. So the crew took me behind the scenes of the show to show me what sets them apart. And just a warning, any blood that you may see, it's just corn syrup with red dye stirred in. From police to fire.
Trauma 2 just opened.
To now behind the hospital doors. NBC has spent a few weeks introducing you to the new cast of Chicago Med.
Something broke loose, she's rebleeding.
We've seen him on Chicago Fire. Now Dr. Will Halstead has his own show.
An actor dreams to be on one show, and when you sign up for these, you're on 3.
We're on the set of Chicago Med. This is all made to look like real life, and like this is a gunshot wound victim who's coming to the ER. They're going into his chest to repair the damage. Do I know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, what's up?
Yep, I spent some quality time trying to get to know Nick Gelfus. You're interviewing him? But it wasn't easy, because apparently playing a doctor, it's not his only dream. He seems to want my job.
Is it hard being a doctor?
It's very hard. I mean, very tense moments.
28-year-old male, crush injuries.
But I wanted to know what makes this show different than any other medical drama. Well, start with Dick Wolf.
NYPD, put your hands up.
Creator of Law & Order SVU, he's the executive producer of Chicago Med. And then they've added some legendary actors like Oliver Platt and the one and only.
I'm Essie Pecta-Merkerson, and you're watching News Channel 8.
Before a look at what really makes this work, we went to Chicago. This is the hallway of the set of Chicago Med, and it really looks like the real deal. Not just the equipment, but they also make sure that they have real ER doctors on set to make sure that the doctors look like the real deal.
I'm actually a trauma surgeon at the county hospital here in Chicago.
The real Dr. Andrew Dennis makes sure the fictional Dr. Halstead gets it right.
If I were to hold one of these like this, this elbow up here shows that I don't have any experience.
And honestly, I would actually trust these guys to sew me up at this point in time. They're that good.
With hands-on training and acting greats on set, the prognosis for the young cast of Chicago Med is looking great.
It's a little overwhelming.
I can imagine. But you already look like you know what you're doing.
Well, thank you. Who paid you to tell me that?
It's so funny that during the show that Dr. Halstead was overconfident, but you can see in real life, not so much. As for the success of the latest show in the City of Heroes, well, Keith, we'll just have to wait and see what the viewers think.
Well, I'm just glad you told me about the secret on the blood.
Yeah,
because that just clears it up for me. And this is a spinoff, so we're going to see a lot of people that we've already seen on Chicago Fire, popular characters there.
Absolutely. We saw Herman this week, and we saw Sylvie, and I think this is something that we might see almost weekly, maybe every other week, and then we have that crossover episode that comes up in January.
Man, and then Chicago, whatever comes after that.
We'll see what happens.
Fire.
I think Chicago TV should be next.
It should be.
Just
a production,
idea.
I like it. Candace with a good idea. Now, we have more behind-the-scenes stuff for you on WFLA.com. Our digital team has posted Candace's full interview with Oliver Platt there, so just look under, don't miss it.